What's going on, everybody? Parker Fleming here with another episode of Fleming Outdoors. I'm starting this one a little bit differently. I'm just starting this one in my room on my desk. But I wanted to share with you guys an opportunity that has been presented to me. And so, as you can tell, I'm wearing a sponsored hoodie. So, Tungsten has decided to give me an offer for the Prostaff Position. So, I decided to go yes, because tungsten weights are kind of the new thing, the up and coming thing when it comes to fishing. With tungsten weights, tungsten as compared to lead is a way more dense. Tungsten is a way more dense metal, and so when it comes to sizes, compared to lead, they're a little bit more smaller profile. But also, since it's so dense, you can feel the substrate that you're dragging that weight or hopping that weight along the bottom a lot easier. You'll be able to tell, okay, what am I dragging this over a lot easier as compared to lead, which is a softer metal. So for comparison, this is a 1/4 ounce lead weight. Here is a 1/4 ounce tungsten weight, and I'm going to try to get this as flat as I can. But let's see if I have a flat surface I can hold this on. So yeah, right here on my phone, you can see the difference in between these two weights. And so personally, this is my first time ever working with tungsten, just because it is a little bit more expensive than your typical, water gremlin lead weight. But it should help get more bites, because the fish can't feel that weight on this, just because of it's so small. Though it's still the same weight as this, but it's a smaller profile than this one, and so they've been reporting that they have a better hookup ratio and they are able to feel bites a lot easier on tungsten weights. So the tungsten market is pretty expensive when it comes to finding weight. Like if you want a 1 ounce Carolina rig weight, you're gonna pay about $7. So tungsten weights aren't really the cheapest way to go. Tungsten, they actually have these weights for very comparable prices to bigger chains like Bass Pro or Cabela's, maybe even a little better pricing for the amount of tungsten you actually get in a package. And I suggest they have something called a Pro Pack, which ranges from their 1/16 ounce packages all the way to a 1 ounce package. You get one package of each of those, but it'll only cost you around $45. But if you have a promo code going on, they can knock it down to like $37, which is saving probably around $10 on what you would normally spend for one weight. Especially one Carolina rig weight being $7, you pretty much aren't paying for a Carolina rig weight anymore. So I suggest go out, just checking them out, go on their website. But I'm actually gonna, like I said before, I haven't had a lot of experience with tungsten weights. So I actually have a few rigged up right now. I'm about to go over to a pond near me and actually start throwing them to see if I can actually feel the difference while I'm dragging a worm or dragging a craw or something Texas rigged or Carolina rigged along the bottom, and seeing if I can actually feel the difference between the substrate between using a tungsten weight or a lead weight. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So we are in the car now, about to head to one of my local ponds. It's weird. It looks like it's supposed to be a really juicy pond, but I've honestly never caught a fish on it. Usually I have one pond that I go to, but it's close to a lot of businesses and there's no place to park really. So like during business hours, and right now it gets dark at 5:45 now here in Oklahoma now because of the time change. So they don't close till like 6, so I can't really go park there or on their property right now. But I'm gonna go to this pond and see if the fish are up shallow. Like I've heard people of catching fish in this pond, but I haven't caught one personally yet. So we're gonna try it out. Maybe these tungsten weights will help me. So we are in the car now, about to head to one of my local ponds. It's weird. It looks like it's supposed to be a really juicy pond, but I've honestly never caught a fish on it. Usually I have one pond that I go to, but it's close to a lot of businesses and there's no place to park really. So like during business hours, and right now it gets dark at 5:45 now here in Oklahoma now because of the time change. So they don't close till like 6, so I can't really go park there or on their property right now. But I'm gonna go to this pond and see if the fish are up shallow. Like I've heard people of catching fish in this pond, but I haven't caught one personally yet. So we're gonna try it out. Maybe these tungsten weights will help me. Well, we are here at the lake now. Get these rods out of here and not destroy them, because I like these rods. Okay, so that's the pond behind me, and it just looks good, but I've only fished, you know, this side of it. So I'm gonna go on that other side, there's a little walking trail that goes around it. I'm gonna just walk on that other side, just see if I can catch anything, just kind of look for fish. So I'm not gonna take my little GoPro bag with me, so from probably here on out, it'll just be like on the chest cam. But let's see if we can catch some fish. So yeah, I literally have like the kitchen sink with me. So I don't know, I carry too much stuff whenever I go pond fishing. I want to get a little backpack for that. So it's a little bit cloudy, but I'm going to fish this little cove right in front of me. See if there's anything in there. Has anything schooled up. Oh, something tapped it. So I actually have a 1/4-inch tungsten weight. I have a 1/4 ounce tungsten weight on a 4/aught hook. Wow, I just messed that up. There we go. And it's cloudy weather, I'm going to be using either darker colors, like non-natural dark, or really bright colors. Yeah, you can definitely, it's definitely a lot more sensitive. Especially when going over like, so like I know there's like a sunken tree or sunken brush out there just because I can just feel it super well. And being such a small profile, it just helps it weave through that brush like super easy. Hi, Mr. Heron. Just walked up on him. It's a pretty nice little area. Nice running trail around all these houses and this pond. Oh, there's another heron. Quick, if you've never put on a bait before, you just want to, I'm using a 4/aught offset worm hook, my bad. But just take it, go through the top, bring it out, make sure it's at the bottom, and just bring it through the middle, right there. I do like it though. I would recommend it. It just feels a lot better. Like you can just feel everything on it though. So I would definitely recommend going to tungsten. Well, everyone, we didn't catch any fish, so I'm probably just gonna leave the video out here, but my initial thoughts on using tungsten are A+. It is super sensitive when throwing down. I could feel everything along the bottom of the pond. Wish I could have experienced, getting a bite and then, reeling a bass in while using tungsten weights, but you know what? That's what we got this weekend for. I'm fishing a tournament, the Big Bass Cash Tournament on Grand Lake with my dad. That'll be a fun way to take the tungsten weights out for a spin in a tournament, see how everything goes. So I'm just gonna leave the video right here. I'm just gonna leave the video right here. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Please tell me what you like. Just tell me your thoughts about the channel. What can I improve on? What do you think of my editing? What do you want to see? And you know what? Get outside, spread the passion of the outdoors, and I'll see you all in the next video.